Echo Romeo Foxtrot. Was there a 440 net? Must have missed it again.
Good morning, K2WG here. I haven't heard anything either. If you have the script in front of you, go right ahead.
Don't have nothing in front of me. I don't want to get in the habit there because I can't do it 100%. This is Whiskey 1 Echo Romeo Fox.
This is N1SYN. Stand by, folks. Good morning. This is November 1, Sierra Yankee November, Rick in Dalton, Massachusetts, Net Control Station for the Western Mass Emergency Net Berkshire section. This net is part of the Amateur Radio Emergency Service and the National Traffic System of the ARRL. The purpose of this net is to pass traffic, conduct areas business, air announcements of interest to the amateur radio community, and to answer any questions about areas, NTS, or other emergency communications topics. This net meets every Sunday morning at or about 09:45 local time on the K1FFK repeater on Mount Greylock with a PL of 162.2. This is a directed net. Please do not break the net unless you have emergency or priority traffic. Please do not leave the net without informing net control. When checking into the net, please give your call phonetically using proper phonetics and your power source as commercial or battery. Traffic announcements will be handled first, then followed by general check-ins. At this time, I'm now looking for any stations with traffic or announcements. Stations with traffic or announcements, please call net control. Okay, hearing nothing. I am now looking for Aries, NTS, or other officials. Aries, NTS, or other officials, please call net control. Okay, hearing nothing. I'm now looking for any and all stations that wish to join the net. Any and all stations that wish to join, please call net control.
This is Whiskey 1 Echo Romeo Fox, calling Pittsfield Commercial Power. Morning, Rick. Morning to the net. A quarry after the net.
Here is November 1, Sierra Alpha Victor N1SAV, Jeff in Pittsfield. I'm running battery power, no traffic. Morning, Rick. Good morning to the net.
This is November 1, Mike, Whiskey, Juliet, Ellis, battery, New Ashford, no traffic.
This is Kilo 2 Whiskey Golf, Wayne, Canada, New York, commercial power, no traffic.
All right. The net recognizes and says good morning to W1ERF Tony, and I'll catch you right after the net. And N1SAV Jeff, N1MWJ Ellis, and K2WG Wayne. This time, are there any more check-ins for the Western Mass Emergency Net Berkshire section? This is N1SYN. Hey, no takers. Let's see here. Got any news? The only thing I think I have is the next NOBARC meeting will be April 26th at Fairview Hospital in Great Barrington at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. The MS Bike and Hike the Berkshires is June 6th this year, moved forward from its normal September time frame. As a result, they're anticipating that there'll be scheduling conflicts with many of the veteran operators. And it can be assumed that operators will be needed. The last I knew, Paul N1PUA needed at least 2 more. So go to the NOBARC website or just call Paul N1PUA on this repeater. And I guess that's about it. So, one more time, any comments, questions, or other business before we close the net? Okay, hearing nothing. The Western Mass Emergency Net Berkshire section thanks to Northern Berkshire Amateur Radio Club for the use of the K1 FFK repeater. I will return the repeater to regular amateur use at the close of this net. I'd like to thank all 4 of you who checked in this morning and all those who stood by while this net was being conducted. The net is now secure at 09:54 hours. N1SYN signing clear. Have a good week. And W1ERF. This is N1SYN.
Yeah, good morning, Ray. Hey, I keep getting mixed up on the timing on the that's being held. This one here is at 9:45 on the 440. When's the 220 at 10 o'clock?
That is correct.
Okay, then Obi, what time does he come on? I say sometimes he comes on at 10 o'clock and he gets us, got 2 nets going at the same time. I think he comes on at 10 o'clock.
I think, well, I don't know. His is it's not the emergency net. It's the traffic net, and I think he is at quarter after 10, if I'm not mistaken. You'll have to check with him. All I know is the emergency nets are 9, 9:30, 9:45, and 10. And there wasn't a traffic net on Sundays, but over the past year or so, there have been a lot of takers for it, so Obi does that. But it's got to give the person at 10 o'clock some room. So I do believe he's on at 10:15. Ask him, and that was never officially put in the schedules because it wasn't regularly scheduled net at the time. But if so, that can be rectified, I guess.
You're understandable. Okay, that's what I was wondering. I thought I was late for the 440. And because they looked like they ran into each other there. I did a couple times, but I wasn't sure. Well, anyways, thanks